Good afternoon and welcome back, ladies, gents and Pikachus. We have done 2 solid days of nothing but Christianity, Christian and Roman Catholic content, which has been really fun. But what I've noticed is people don't seem quite as aggressively one way or the other when they speak of their opinions on the topic of Christianity and Catholicism. I don't think even the Pope and Catholicism and the Roman aspect is all that divisive, really. We're picking at small details, and generally people can do this in a kind spirit. You know, they're not threatening to kill each other. That's the Bible. And then tomorrow we're going to get back to the Quran of the Muslims. Yes, we'll be back once again reading this thing verse by verse, breaking it down into English sentences and logical statements. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll go through some debate fuel, you know, some question and answer material for you to learn, so you can take your debates into the bull court of the Muslims and successfully defend your points and successfully destroy the points made by the Quran. But it's interesting to think about that, isn't it? Because I have just as many viewers who are Roman Catholics as I do who are atheists, who are my main demographic. And what I find is the people who come to me from Roman Catholicism and they want to debate this thing with me, they don't have any argument with me. The only things we tend to argue about is the Pope. Should I be listening to the Pope? Should I be doing what I'm doing? Because the Pope hasn't told me that I should. Should I recognise that the Pope's magical holy chair gives him an infallible, sinless nature while he sat upon it? Of course the answer is no, but Roman Catholics seem to believe that that's how that chair works. It's a magical chair. But anyway, we can argue about that, and nobody is threatening each other with violence. The worst you'll get is a snidey remark, which is neither here nor there, really. Then tomorrow, when we go back to this, I'm sure I will start getting the hundreds of threatening, violent, horrible Muslim commenters coming back at me with more of the same. And I think that's just worth remembering. Even the people who argue and have spite in these Christian ways, you know, the Roman Catholics mainly, even the worst of the Roman Catholics, when they come to me, they have nothing of the anger and the spite and the rage that the Quran of the Muslim followers do. And I think that comes down solely to the nature of the person who has written the book. The nature of Allah is that of a genocidal murderer, a racist killing machine that hates everyone who doesn't worship him. Whereas the nature of our Lord Jesus Christ is a gentle one, who doesn't have hate for anyone, and the worst that he does is drive people out of the temple and shout at them. That's it. So it's worth keeping that in mind as we get through the rest of today's video, so then we approach tomorrow with the Without Lies Islam Dies series continuing. And we try to keep in mind, even though we've had a nice few days of rest and nice calm debates and arguments with no spite and no hate, that's all going to change tomorrow when we go back to the Quran of the Muslims and we start talking about that. So just be aware, don't be fooled and tricked into arguments with these guys like they will try and do. Remember, we're still the same guys we are today as we will be tomorrow. So we don't need to be dragged down into that sewer of bad behaviour. So anyway, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed that and you learned something. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. And it has been lovely and calm, hasn't it? But don't be fooled. Tomorrow when we return with Without Lies Islam Dies and the Quran of the Muslims, you can be sure, along with that, the spite and the hate of the Muslims will also return. So watch out for that. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.